nobody beats our prices on farm and home favorites, like our own lawn and garden batteries for just $19.99, or 1 cubic foot bags of all-purpose topsoil, just $1.89 a piece, and everything looks better with fresh mulch. Get 2 cubic foot bags in cypress, red, brown, or black, just $2.49 a piece. Stock up today at ruralking.com or your neighborhood Rural King, America's farm and home store.
Love, 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 like a time away.
Howdy, folks. RL here for Dairy Queen again to tell you about what's hot and what's not. Dairy Queen has some of the best char-grilled chicken breasts on earth, as well as their chicken breast salad. And the burgers are exceptional, cooked on a real grill for the best flavor and less fat. And for dessert, blizzards are unequaled. Personally, banana split is my all-time favorite. Dairy Queen Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
New arrivals and new savings are waiting for you at Blockers Furniture. With over 80,000 square feet of the best selection and best prices you can find on furniture, mattresses, home accents, accessories, and more. And with new trucks arriving weekly, Blockers has the best available in-stock selection. Unlike many other furniture companies that will have you waiting for months to get what you want or need, come see everything that Blockers has to offer. Blockers Furniture, 2402 Southwest College Road, next to Hobby Lobby.
The Golden Spoon Diner and Seafood Restaurant, a true New York-style diner in Ocala. Try our breakfast special of 2 eggs served with home fries or hash browns and toast for just $4.49. We have an all-you-can-eat catfish special daily for $14.99, and Thursday through Sunday we have prime rib. Happy hour for food starts at 2 p.m. The Golden Spoon Diner and Seafood Restaurant is located at 5400 Southwest College Road in the Heathbrook Commons Plaza. Open daily from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. We will see you soon.
Good credits, bad credits. It's none of our business because we're not an auto dealer. We're not a bank. We're not your mother. We're OcalaForSale.com, Marion County's marketplace for cars, trucks, and SUVs. We've got thousands of sellers standing by to take your call. No middleman. But hurry, don't walk, don't run. Just sit down and log on to OcalaForSale.com. Prices and inventory change daily. Offer does not include dealer upcharge, undercutting, rust proofing, factory surcharge, or delivery fee. See website for details.
It's Monday. Not sure how you did it, but you actually survived an entire 2 days without hearing from Tom. Good job to you. And once again, good luck.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks. I want to remind you, Christian Science lecturer Steve Salt, he'll be my guest this Friday. That's right, this Friday, April 8th. What if we could find the good in life for which our hearts yearn? It's invulnerable to surrounding events, that it's never on the line for any reason, actually. Christian Science explains the incredible good endowed on us by God, a good all of us deserve and can even expect all the time. Be sure to tune in this Friday, April 8th at 10:35, when Steve Salt will give us a reason for hope. I saw this story and I thought, that sounds about right. On yesterday, I was watching TV, and I was watching Mikhail Khodorkovsky. He is a exiled oligarch of Russia. He was arrested and spent 9 years in prison there for tax evasion and fraud. Then he was released in 2003. In 2013, he's been an outspoken critic of Vladimir Putin. He says his imprisonment was motivated, but he's out now. And he went on CNN and said he thinks Putin's lost his mind. And I'm not arguing that point with him. He says, but he thinks that the reason he's doing it is because he was not met his liberators were not met with flowers in the streets by the Ukrainian people. It really not only just angered him, it drove him literally insane. That's when he started bombing Kiev hospitals and everything. So last month, the exiled oligarch said the war in Ukraine would lead to Putin's downfall, and he's convinced Putin doesn't have much time left. He said that Putin literally thought that he was expected to be met with flowers in the streets by the Ukrainian people, that they were going to say, we're not Ukrainian, we're actually Russian. Thanks for coming and freeing us. But that didn't happen, as we know. Not only did they not meet him in the streets with flowers, they met his army in the streets with weaponry and actually have driven the Russians back. But, this is the kind of thing that I say leads me to keep drawing the comparisons to Hitler in the 20th century. Here's a madman that thought he would liberate Russians and they would meet him in the streets with flowers. Well, they're not Russian, they're Ukrainian. And they're very proud of being Ukrainian. Hitler thought he would go to Austria and thought he would go to places like that and liberate Germans. Well, he didn't. He thought he'd go liberate Germans in Poland. Well, he didn't. So, a madman's a madman. And, at first, Putin just wanted to put his puppet government into Ukraine. And he literally thought that he would get met with people throwing flowers in the streets. But that didn't happen. So here's one of the oligarchs who is wealthy beyond belief. He was once the richest man in Russia, Khodorkovsky was. He was once the richest man in Russia, and he's now no longer welcome in Russia. But he thinks Putin's flipped, that he wasn't expecting to be met that way, and when he was met with resistance, he didn't know what. He just angered him to the point where he ended up just flipping out. So, and I've said that the whole time, that he's a madman who lost his mind, and when things didn't go the way he wanted them to, he didn't know how to handle it. And it's looking more and more like that every day. And now you're seeing all the atrocities of where he was bombing hospitals and children's hospitals and assisted living facilities. I mean, that's the first rule of the Geneva Convention is you can't bomb hospitals. I mean, he bombed a maternity hospital. He bombed 2 children's hospitals. He bombed 4 or 5 regular hospitals. Those are off limits. And yet, here Putin is, clearly, his artillery's clearly bombed these hospitals. And now there's reports of the rape and pillage and killing of people as the army was pulling back. So if that proves to be a legitimate concern, that's other war crimes. But will the world have the guts to stand up to Putin and charge him with war crimes? Remember, he does have a button. Some people have predicted if he sees no way out, he'll just create mass suicide by pushing a button. I don't know if he would do that or not, but the situation is not getting a whole lot better as the days go longer in Russia and the Ukraine. Good morning. You're on Ocala Talks.
Good morning, Tom.
Morning, Hugh.
Yeah, like last week I said a year from now, Putin, if he's still alive, will be just a bad memory. I think he's setting Russia back 1,000 years with the rest of the world. So it's just, it turned out to be just a total nightmare for that man. It has to be, if he even knows what's going on. I got a feeling that he don't know half the stuff that's going on.
He may be out of touch. I mean, to think that he was going to get welcomed in the streets with flowers by the Ukrainian people.
Yeah. No, I don't think so.
People that have been self-governing and democratic for the last 20 years or so, I'm not real sure they want to go back under communist or dictatorial rule. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah. But, Russia in the eyes of the rest of the world is really in a bad place right now, and it's going to get worse. And it's a shame because basically the Russian people are probably really good people on that, but it's just the government and all the knuckleheads that are running it, are wrecking it for them,
Well, that and the fact that their army's been exposed now to not be as good as everybody thought, that even leads me more to think that he could rely on the button because he knows his army is seen as a joke now around the world.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. And nobody thought it would turn out that way. You know, he was building up all that military around Ukraine there, and they thought, oh my God, this is going to, you know, like he thought a 1 or 2 day deal. But my God, it's just what is it? It's going on a second month.
Well, now
now,
they're retreating now.
Yeah.
They're going back towards Russia. They're not advancing. They're trying to get out.
I got a feeling that he doesn't know that's going on.
I think that, you know, we only get a very small amount of what is actually happening over there, because I don't believe our government wants us to know everything that's going on over there.
Yeah, I wouldn't be a bit surprised sooner or later somebody takes him out. You know,
I would not. It would not surprise me a moment if one of the people close to him decides to do what's best for Mother Russia and, you know,
right? Yeah,
extricates him from the situation.
All we can do is hope and pray for the best for all the people there. You know,
that's all we can do, Hugh.
Yeah.
Thanks for the call.
Okay, thank you.
Good morning. You're on Ocala Talks. Good morning. You're on Ocala Talks.
Hey, it's Craig.
Hey, what's up?
Why don't we not just send some SEALs in there and take this guy out?
Because that would be seen as an act of war between the U.S. and Russia, and we're trying to stay out of that. But I don't know why we couldn't show the Ukrainians how to drone strike him.
I would guess so.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks for the call.
Yes, I mean, it's an act of war. I mean, it needs to be done.
Well, I'm not disagreeing with you. Thanks for the call.
All right.
Good morning. You're on Ocala Talks.
Good morning, Tom. It's Sonny again. Basically, I'm surprised that none of the European countries or the EU, or for that matter, the NATO hasn't hasn't gone to the World Court to ask for for him to answer to the crimes against humanity. This is basically what it is.
Well, and I'm sure that's going to happen very soon, but Putin doesn't have to answer it.
I don't think there's enough countries with enough backbone to stand up.
But Putin doesn't have to answer it. So what? The World Court says, hey, Putin, what's going on? He doesn't have to go to The Hague and answer it.
I don't think, if you looked at the pictures of Russia and the people there, and Ukraine of the people there when this war first started, it seems to me they have better cars, their clothing is a lot better. So Ukraine was doing very well as an independent country.
Yes,
and I think that's what set Putin off.
Because we know capitalism and democracy works as opposed to communism. We know it works.
And everybody forgets that Ukraine has a lot of resources and is also known as the breadbasket of Europe.
It is. It feeds Europe and Africa. It certainly does.
Yeah. Well, anyway, that's what my thoughts are. Have a great day.
Thanks for the call, Sonny. You're entirely correct. Ukrainians had a better life. They weren't going to meet him in the streets with flowers because he was bringing a worse life to them. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll wrap up a Monday edition of Ocala Talks. You listen to the 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
Hey there, I have a question for you. Is your roof asphalt and does it look like it needs replacement? Did you get quotes and were you in sticker shock? Would you like to save not hundreds, but thousands of dollars? Did you call RoofMax? Well, call RoofMax with their patent-pending technology, which can add years to your roof without needing to replace it. And it's easy. You just pick up the phone for a free quote. Plus, they use state-of-the-art satellite technology to measure your roof. So, if your roof is over 7 years old, then you should call RoofMax today at 352-639-2777. That's 352-639-2777.
Hello, I'm Mark Sears with Regency Printing. With over 10 years in the printing business, I know you'll find Regency Printing the place for all your local printing needs. Plus, I have fax services, mailbox rentals, notary service, U.S. mail, pack and ship, all at one convenient location, 2375 Northeast 25th Avenue. Just look for the yellow signs. Regency Printing, 789-6683. That's 789-6683. Regency Printing.
Shamrock Security Systems, 629-3223.